Today we're going to solve a pretty straightforward problem. This problem just wants us to know if an array is monotonically increasing or monotone decreasing. And what that means is essentially either every element in the array is not decreasing or it is not increasing. So we just can't have any ups and downs within our array. So the easiest way to go about this is to look for either whether it's monotone decreasing or if it's monotone increasing. So we can have two booleans to keep track of both of those. And we can initialize them to true. Because essentially it just has to be either increasing or decreasing. And of course one can only exist and the other one cannot, but we do not know at the beginning which one it will be. So we just want to keep these two possibilities open. We're told that nums, the input array, has at least one integer in it. So what we can do is we can just compare each integer with the one before it in nums, and we can start our loop at the first index and not the 0th index. So what we're going to do is first, if the current value at nums of I is less than the value at the previous index, then we know that this array cannot be monotonically increasing. Because if it were to be increasing, then we would need the current value to be greater or at least equal to the previous value. So what we can do here is we can set increasing to false, as we know there is no chance for it to be increasing at this point. Now the other situation is if we see our value at the current index is greater than the value at the previous index, then we know there's no way for this to be decreasing, because for it to be decreasing it would have to at least be equal to or less than the previous value. So we can set decreasing to false. I realized I misspoke a little bit earlier when I said increasing and decreasing at the end cannot both be true. That's actually false, because if the array nums had values such that all the values were the same value, then we would see that it is both increasing and decreasing by our definitions of monotone increasing and monotone decreasing. And remember, we only need either one to be true. So all we have to do is at the very end, when we finish the loop, if either of these is true, we should get that yes, our array is a monotonic array.